I ran into 6 degrees, 3 doctorates, a master's degree. I've earned the title. I have multiple degrees, and I'm not going to prove anything to anybody.
Okay, so let's talk about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Because if you've been on social media lately, you've definitely seen her come up, and not for good reasons. Now, if you don't know who she is, she's a life coach, motivational speaker, self-described psychology expert. She's worked with Nick Cannon, Cam Newton, Shannon Sharp. She's been on MTV, The Breakfast Club, Basketball Wives, strangely, Joe Budden podcast. She goes by Dr. Cheyenne Bryant and has built a whole platform around that title. But here's where things start to unravel for her. She went on Joe Budden's podcast and casually mentioned that she doesn't have a therapy license. And not only that, she said she doesn't want one.
So just to educate some folks a little bit, a license is really only needed so you can bill insurance.
And the licensed therapists of the internet, they were not happy. But that opened up bigger questions. If she's not licensed, what exactly is the doctor for? So people start digging, and what they found or didn't find is the whole problem. She claims her doctorate is in counseling psychology from Argosy University. Sounds legit, right? Except when people went looking for her dissertation in an academic database like ProQuest, where basically every doctoral dissertation gets archived, there was nothing, no record, nothing under her name, except that Argosy University shut down in 2019 after losing federal financial aid eligibility. So she had an explanation for that. She said she tried to pull up her records for a law school application, but missed the 2-year window after the school closed. So now they're just gone. Now this is insulting a lot of people's intelligence, and it's just not making any type of sense. So she goes on The Breakfast Club to clear things up, and the host asks her directly, why not just show a diploma, a transcript, anything?
I'm going to clear it up once on here. I'm not doing it again. For the folks who have already made up their mind to not like me or not understand me, listen, I don't give a fuck. Double down on it and run that shit, because I don't give a fuck about it. I went to a school, Argosy University, completed an entire program. I went back online to get my official transcripts because I was applying to a law school many years ago to be a professor there. And I had to provide my transcripts, right, to get hired. And I went to contact the school and say, hey, I need my official transcripts. I need my entire thing. And there was no school. I was like, okay, I'm confused. I Google. It says this school has been shut down. I said, oh, well, they got to have records. I mean, they were accredited when I attended the school. They were accredited when I finished the program. I go and look, there is a third party that has the records. Well, I contact the third party. That third party only holds records for 2 years. I was past my 2 years. So that means that I had no access to records. And then I contacted, financial aid.
But yet you have a doctorate in psychology. But here's the thing most people don't know. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is a registered trademark, which means legally, on paper, that name and brand is protected. But here's where it gets complicated. If the doctorate behind that title can't be verified, what exactly did she trademark? A title she may not have earned, and that's not just a moral question, that's potentially a legal one. But here's where the trademark piece makes it so much bigger. When you register a trademark in the United States, you are making a legal declaration to the USPTO. You are saying this name and brand represent who I am and what I do. If the brand is built on a title that can't be verified, people are now arguing that trademark registration itself could be challenged. And if it's successfully challenged, she could lose the legal right to even use the name Dr. Cheyenne Bryant commercially. And people in her own comment section are already clocking it. One commenter put it bluntly, that's why you trademark the name, to use it instead of having the degree and credentials. Look, her supporters say her impact speaks for itself, that the system failed her when Argosy closed, that her years of work with real people are the only receipts that matter. But her critics, including licensed mental health professionals, say this goes beyond one person's credentials. When you build a brand, trademark a doctoral title, and give mental health guidance to hundreds of thousands of people with no license and no verifiable degree, that has real consequences for real people. Nobody can verify her degrees or her dissertation. The school is gone, the records are gone, the trademark is filed, and she's not backing down. Now the internet is on a hunt to prove that this woman is a fraud, because she could simply just show her degree. She could simply just show her dissertation. But for some odd reason, she won't do it, which makes the internet believes she's a fraud.